Saat gagasan pendirian Sarinah dicetuskan pada tahun 1962, Bung Karno ingin banyak membuat mercusuar kebangkitan bangsa Indonesia. Sarinah adalah bentuk perwujudan dari kebangkitan ekonomi kerakyatan menuju modernisasi dan internasionalisme. Nama Sarinah diambil dari pengasuh Soekarno pada masa kecil. Sarinah selalu mengingatkan Karno kecil untuk menghormati dan menyayangi semua orang. Pembangunan gedung Sarinah selesai pada tahun 1966. Sarinah menjelma menjadi sebuah department store atau retail termodern di Asia Tenggara dan gedung pencakar langit tertinggi di Indonesia. Pada era ini, mulailah kegiatan perdagangan usaha rakyat dan produk khas Indonesia mendapatkan panggung dan etalase produk khas Nusantara yang unggul, dan Sarinah menjadi destinasi kunjungan wisatawan dalam dan luar negeri. Dari masa ke masa, Sarinah menjadi saksi dari perkembangan Indonesia. Sarinah melihat bagaimana masyarakat bertumbuh dan beradaptasi melalui segala tantangan yang hadir. Sarinah terus menjadi sentra aktivitas bagi masyarakat untuk memasarkan inovasi dan produk dalam negeri di jantung ibu kota. Visi ini akan diraih dengan cara antara lain mengkurasi produk yang akan dipamerkan dan dijual di Sarinah, memberi kesempatan seluas-luasnya kepada pelaku UMKM perempuan, mengembangkan ekosistem digital, menggalakkan ekspor dan membuka toko bebas bea di Sarinah Tamrin, beberapa bandara internasional di Indonesia dan kota-kota besar pilihan di dunia, melalui kerjasama dengan Dufry, perusahaan duty free ternama dunia yang bermarkas di Swiss. Sarinah yang kini mengadopsi slogan Panggung Karya Indonesia akan fokus pada pemberian kesempatan untuk kreasi unggulan Nusantara dan menuntun mereka untuk naik kelas sehingga mampu bersaing di pasar global. Pada akhirnya, Sarinah disiapkan sebagai pusat produk ikonik Indonesia dan menjadi punggawa nation brand. Lokasi Sarinah sangat strategis di jantung ibu kota, dikelilingi oleh gedung-gedung pemerintahan, perkantoran, tempat hiburan elit, serta didukung infrastruktur transportasi umum yang memudahkan masyarakat untuk mengakses lokasi Sarinah. Dengan pertumbuhan kota Jakarta, Sarinah menjadi pusat pengembangan kota yang dikenal dengan transit-oriented development. Transformasi Sarinah adalah sebuah momen yang dinanti-nantikan masyarakat Indonesia. Sebuah pusat perbelanjaan yang didesain untuk memberikan ruang bagi produk dalam negeri yang telah dikurasi. Pemugaran gedungnya tetap menjaga kelestarian aspek cagar budayanya, namun interior, fasilitas, dan pengalaman berbelanja akan disesuaikan dengan perilaku konsumen masa kini dan masa depan. Sarinah diharapkan menjadi destinasi wajib kunjung bagi wisatawan dalam dan luar negeri. Ruang rumah Sarinah terbagi menjadi 8 buah segmen lantai. Masing-masing ruang tersebut kami beri nama antara lain Pasar Nusantara, Pusaka, Untayan, Kreasi, Hayat, House of Sarinah, Cakrawala, dan Tanah Nusa. Pasar Nusantara terletak di lantai basement. Di area ini terdapat retail dan kuliner berbasis warisan Indonesia dengan sentuhan modern. Sarinah menjadi tempat melting pot untuk segala kuliner Indonesia, jajanan pasar, kitchenware khas Indonesia, pusat oleh-oleh, dan juga swalayan dengan sentuhan lokal. Pusaka yang terletak di lantai dasar akan menjadi titik penyambutan para pengunjung Sarinah yang didesain untuk menjadi portal warisan busana dan gaya hidup Indonesia. Menampilkan window display yang dibuat seniman instalasi Indonesia, memberikan edukasi mengenai berbagai pakaian tradisional seperti kebaya, batik, perhiasan tradisional, dan menjadi wadah kebanggaan heritage Nusantara. Untayan hadir di lantai 1 konsep baru Sarinah. Di lantai ini, para pengunjung dapat menemukan curated brands Indonesia, mulai dari busana hingga destinasi kuliner yang terjangkau. Suguhan tenan Indonesian Heritage yang affordable, cross kategori, retail area diutamakan untuk busana perempuan dan laki-laki, dengan tenan F&B yang merupakan bisnis restoran lokal yang menyajikan sajian kuliner Nusantara. Kami juga mendorong produsen lokal kontemporer untuk memiliki showcase di gedung Sarinah Tamrin. Kreasi yang terletak di lantai 2 adalah area yang didedikasikan untuk tenan lokal kontemporer yang affordable cross kategori. Tenan yang dipilih merupakan tenan yang memiliki kreativitas, cita rasa otentik dan inovatif. kualitas produk tidak kalah dengan brand-brand internasional. Hayat yang terletak di lantai 3 merupakan retail area yang difokuskan untuk homeware dan home decor, serta art and craft. Outdoor area akan digunakan sebagai open air dining and bar, serta event space untuk kegiatan musik, teater, film, dan berbagai kegiatan lainnya. Di lantai 4 kita dapat menemukan House of Sarinah, lantai khusus duty free yang akan dikerjasamakan dengan Dufri. Cakrawala di lantai 5 akan menjadi panggung showcase dari produsen lokal kontemporer kreatif dan inovatif dengan harga terjangkau dan silang kategori. Tenan yang dipilih merupakan tenan kualitas produk tidak kalah dengan brand-brand internasional. Cakrawala menjadi sentra pertemuan dengan mitra internasional dan UMKM. Sarinah adalah sentra kultural dan panggung yang akan mengkurasi performa terbaik dari portofolio kultur Indonesia. Tanah Nusa yang berada di lantai 6 didedikasikan untuk pengunjung lokal dan mancanegara dengan menampilkan ikon heritage and cultural experience, seni, budaya, dan serta wadah pengembangan UMKM. Tidak hanya hadir sebagai pusat perbelanjaan, Sarinah juga memberikan ruang bagi masyarakat untuk berkarya, berjejaring, dan berkolaborasi. Melalui konsep community mall, Sarinah memberikan ruang publik yang memiliki elemen historical, urban linkages, urban forest, serta urban living. Kami ingin mengajak Anda untuk menjadi bagian dari semangat baru Sarinah. Semangat yang diwariskan oleh para pendiri bangsa untuk bisa menjadikan Indonesia menjadi salah satu sentral ekonomi dunia. Bersama, mari kita tunjukkan kekayaan karya Nusantara kepada dunia. Sarinah, panggung karya Indonesia.
Tak pernah habis dunia sampai ke ujung batasnya, takkan berhenti hingga hatimu membeku. Kembali berputar arah bulan padaku, kembalilah.
Menurut saya, brand lokal merupakan tanggung jawab semua pihak.
Saat ini banyak banget brand lokal yang keren-keren. Komunitas kreatif dan tempat-tempat kreatif juga terus berkembang.
Belakangan ini pergerakan dari brand lokal menunjukkan atau menghadirkan tren yang sangat positif pada kecintaan dan kebanggaan terhadap penggunaan produk-produk dalam negeri.
Nama saya David Irianto, salah satu pengurus dari JCCF. Selama beberapa tahun ke belakang, dalam peran saya sebagai kurator untuk berbagai acara konferensi kreatif di Indonesia, saya melihat ledakan yang luar biasa dari antusiasme anak muda dalam membuat brand-brand lokal.
Saya Tati Apriliana, pegiat dan pengembang jenama lokal. Sarinah adalah nama pengasuh Bapak bangsa kita, Bung Karno.
Sejak awal didirikannya di tahun 62 oleh Bung Karno, Sarinah telah dijadikan sebagai sarana dan wadah bagi produk lokal Indonesia.
Dan dia akan menjadi semacam game changer bagi semua pelaku-pelaku kreatif lokal, para pelaku kultural lokal, para pelaku brand-brand lokal keren yang akan menjadi pendorong utama dari ekonomi retail Nusantara.
Halo, saya Vicky Satari, Dewan Pengawas dari Jakarta Creative City Forum.
Swastiastu, Tiang Komang Wenawayudi dari Bali.
Saya seorang creative planner dan founder dari Tualen & Co bersama ICCN dan JCCF.
Halo, saya Laura Bangun Prinsu. Saya juga pelaku ekonomi kreatif di subsektor penerbitan. Saya menyambut baik hadirnya wajah baru Sarinah yang mengedepankan dan membantu memajukan lokal-lokal brand di Indonesia.
Dan semoga juga Sarinah bisa menjadi etalase bagi wajah dan representasi produk lokal di mata dunia.
Saya Aldi, Deputi Bidang Regulasi dan Kebijakan Jakarta Creative City Forum atau JCCF. Harapan saya, Sarinah bisa menjadi showcase untuk lokal brand Indonesia, para lokal heroes Indonesia untuk menunjukkan kualitas dan kapabilitas mereka.
Semoga kerjasama Sarinah dengan Jakarta Creative City Forum atau JCCF bisa menjadi inisiasi awal dari terciptanya platform yang berkelanjutan.
Saya Dipas Tepu sebagai pengurus pemasaran dan komunikasi publik di JCCF. Semoga melalui Sarinah dan Jakarta Creative City Forum lebih banyak lagi lokal brand Indonesia mendapat kepercayaan sebagai brand yang berkualitas dan itu buatan Indonesia.
Saya Rendy Susilo, founding partner dari PT Arama Sarinah Internasional dan juga wakil direktur inkubator bisnis dari Jakarta Creative City Forum. Saya sangat bersemangat dengan misi Sarinah untuk menjadi etalase prominent bagi brand kebanggaan kita semua.
Halo, nama saya Leonardo Sabrata. Saya sekarang sedang menjabat menjadi Direktur Utama Smash Indonesia dan juga Komisaris di Sarinah. Tentunya saya punya harapan yang besar ya terhadap peran Sarinah dan juga untuk memajukan local brands di Indonesia.
Saya menyambut baik kerjasama antara JCCF dengan Sarinah dalam brand local movement. Mudah-mudahan hal ini bisa menggairahkan industri kreatif sekaligus membuat kehidupan kita lebih berbudaya dan berkarakter Indonesia.
Saya berharap bisa JCCF dan Sarinah dapat berkolaborasi sangat erat ke depannya. Panjang umur kolaborasi, bagi negeri kami berkolaborasi.
Sarinah bareng keluarga. Banyak produk lokal yang juara. Yuk langsung aja datang belanja, dukung UMKM biar makin merayap.
Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon and best wishes to all of us. Praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty. We have been blessed and graced by the chance together in this event Road to Sarinah Grand Launching Trading House. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ari Wibowo Irawan. I will guide in 60 minutes from now during the talk show. Right, it's give me a great pleasure together with distinguished guests here for our collaboration in promoting Indonesian business to global trade. Ada satu pesan sponsor dulu. Selamat sore dan selamat bergabung di acara Sarinah Jakarta Content Week ya. Road to Grand Launching Sarinah Trading House. Acara ini disponsori oleh Brimo dan diselenggarakan oleh Yayasan 17.000 Pulau Imaji dan Frankfurter Business. Baik. Kemudian sebelum kita mulai perbincangan, ada sedikit informasi bagi Anda semua. Siapa nih di sini yang masih berpikir kalau mau buka tabungan itu harus ke bank. Sekarang kamu nggak perlu lagi ke bank untuk punya tabungan yang namanya Britama. Caranya gampang banget ya, cukup download, tinggal main HP aja, download Brimo dan buka tabungan Britama melalui Brimo. Selain mendapatkan kemudahan buka rekening, tanpa harus ke bank, kamu juga mendapatkan kesempatan untuk bisa mengikuti program undian yang namanya Britama Festival. Dengan cara tingkatkan terus saldo kamu dan juga perbanyak transaksinya melalui Brimo pastinya ya. Kamu juga bisa bawa pulang hadiah kendaraan yang ramah lingkungan persembahan dari Britama Festival. Ada 45 unit mobil Hyundai Ioniq 5 dan juga 54 unit motor gesit elektrik. Plus ada 36 motor Yamaha Fazio Lux. Wah, ini lagi happening sekali ya. Tunggu apa lagi? Yuk buka Britama zaman now dan tambah saldo tabungan untuk raih kebahagiaan kamu juga demi keberlangsungan bumi kita tercinta. Alright. Alhamdulillah satu pesan sponsornya udah berakhir ya Bu ya. Baik. Oke, on behalf of Sarinah Trading House team, let me extend my warm welcome to all guests, online participant in Zoom. YouTube, live Instagram, small medium enterprise, government representative, and all Sarinah strategic partner, especially our distinguished guests. His Excellency Mr. Rakesh Kumar as a Director of Trade PT Sarinah, of course, and then our honorable guest, Miss or Ibu Iriana Ekasari dia as a founder and also CEO dari Silati. Last but not least, His Excellency Mr. Peter Walton. Nice to meet you, sir. As the project director of NSLIC. All right. This event is held and collaborated or supported between Sarinah and NSLIC and also supported by Indonesian Ministry of Trade, Trade Attaché Indonesia, Embassy of Indonesia, Indonesian Trade Promotion Center, and also Chamber of Commerce. Now we go to the first speakers, of course, because we have a very limited time. Mr. Rakesh, is okay if I go to the yang punyanya nih Pak, Sarinah ya. Alright, Mr. Rakesh, how are you Pak?
All good, thank
all
you.
Good, ya. Alhamdulillah, all good. Okay, when I enter actually the Sarinah building, actually I'm indeed feel the differences, right? I feel the new vision, not only the physical one, but also the intangible one, right? I think it's more than just a building, sir, right? But I feel the spirit, the vibe, and also the aura. So how do you see Sarinah from the point of view, Mr. Rakesh, yeah, comparing from Sarinah nowadays comparing to maybe a few years ago? Please, sir.
Thank you very much, Pak Ari. I would first like to greet our guest this afternoon.
Right.
Hello, Bu Iriana.
Hello.
Hi, Peter.
Nice to meet you.
So, yeah, I mean, it's very exciting times for us in Sarinah. We are undergoing a transformation period, and one part of the transformation is what we have achieved, I would say, and that is the transformation of Sarinah's building, its look and feel. And of course, the transformation is not just from that perspective. You know, the transformation comes from a whole ecosystem, which is together with the inception of new businesses into Sarinah. So these are very exciting times for us, focusing on digital, focusing on trading house, with the concentration to boost our exports and to bring or to support local SMEs to the international platform, you know, to route them to export markets. And of course, what excites me is something which I'm doing and is coming true very, very soon, you know, with fingers crossed, is again a new inception of our business, which is the first state-owned duty-free operations that we'll be having in Jakarta,
Yes.
in level 4 Sarinah Building. So this is what is making us very excited. And of course, besides that, you know, going back and now to Sarinah, Sarinah itself is a legendary brand, you know. It's not a brand which is new to us, I would strongly believe. And this transformation makes Sarinah so engaged within the community, you know, with the mall that we have, with the various activations that we are doing. And yeah, there's much more to come down the line, Barry.
Okay, perfect. So I would like to conclude like 3 main words. Yeah, the first one is about exposure. Okay, that's the number one.
Right.
And then the second thing is about duty free. The first one, right? And then how Sarinah can make an engagement. Wow, that's very perfect. By the way, Mr. Rakesh, if we talk about business, right? So business is about choosing 1 until 3 things that actually we are very good at. I do believe Sarinah have very good vision, very long vision in the near future. But if you can conclude or you can say what is the what I can say, maybe what is the main focus for your core competence maybe in future, because we cannot satisfy everybody, right? But Sarinah is very strong brand regarding the furniture and also handicap. I don't know, maybe there is more than that.
Okay, so this is regarding our export business that you are referring to. Right, thank you. So yeah, you know, Sarinah or the unit that I manage, we deal in import, export, local distribution and international expansion. Our current focus is totally geared towards international business expansion, and that starts from export. Historically, Sarinah has been exporting various products, as you correctly said furniture, and I think staying at the trading house this afternoon, we can see a lot of various products which are being displayed here, because this trading house is really like an event place where we can feature well-curated Indonesian products, premium products, SME products, to be part of our trading house. Now, speaking about core competencies, right? Very good question, But what I would like to say is that, we are very strong in furniture and in home decorative products made from bamboo and made from rotan. And, Indonesia is one country which produces the highest volume of rotan. So that is one thing which keeps us proud. But nevertheless, I should also say that we are concentrating on other products as well. Like, for example, at the moment we are focusing on the export of frozen food. We are also exploring, and we have a lot of firm inquiries for beverages, especially for tea, for coffee. I was at the Dubai Expo last week, and we were collaborating with one of our business partners in introducing Indonesia's herbal and traditional beverage. We call that jamu. Very familiar with that. People think that when we were doing the testing session there, they were thinking that this is a juice. And then from there on starts the process of telling people what's the product about. And we got very good inquiries, especially from the hotel community. And what is important is to really look how we can collaborate moving forward. So there are so many, Sarinah is a locomotive which is able to bring various SMEs to the export market. Now, looking inside what we are good at, as of this stage, we are, as I said, furniture, beverages, frozen food, but we are open to, more and more products. And and then later we will see where we can really concentrate more on. But of course, I would say for now, we are exploring various areas, being strategic to also then conclude what we are strong at.
All right, the discussion is getting interesting, Bu Iriana, But I think the point is very bold, Mr. Rakesh. Actually, Sarinah is really good in furniture and also handicraft, but maybe in near future they are a lot more than that, Maybe food and beverage or something,
Right. Especially, I would also like to add commodities. We have been also exporting a lot of Indonesian-based products as such, and we are also getting a lot of inquiries for that.
All right. Okay, Mr. Rakesh, I think we need to stop there first because I do believe that we have all the ingredients to be success here, right? Because we got Sarinah as the trading house, we got also the exporter, very good and expert in tea, and also we got partner. I think everything is perfect already in place, right? So I go to the second speakers, Miss Iriana. I can call you Bu Iriana is better, I think more Indonesian because Sarinah is the window of Indonesia, right? Okay, Bu Iriana, I read your CV. It's very outstanding actually. I see all the track of record. You've been working in state-owned enterprise and also private company. And then, so actually, what was your main motivation as a professional, right? In transitioning to become a full-time entrepreneur? This is actually very basic questions because someone who actually already have very good track of record finally decide to be entrepreneur. What is the story behind that, Bu Iriana?
Well, okay, thank you very much. May I? Yes, I think this is not totally entering like, a completely new zone. No, this is, to me, is a continuation of the unfinished mission, right? Because when I was in PTPN, we sold tea, CPOs, rubber, coffee, right? And amongst those, I think tea that needs more of a, an innovation touch. more of a new face, new marketing touch. I didn't choose coffee because I know coffee will be good, on its own wave, right? It's growing and it's very well accepted. But Indonesian tea, when I went to abroad, I went to UK, I went to Hamburg, I went to Netherlands, I went to the United States. I couldn't find any single footprint of tea with Indonesian name. There are like Ceylon tea. There are Indian tea, Assam tea, Darjeeling, right? Kenyan tea. It is stated on the pack, but you cannot find Indonesian tea, right? And why is that? Is that because I think even in Indonesia, we don't state it. We don't really market the most premium tea. Right. Well, actually, our mountains, our lands next to the forest, they can produce a very, very nice aroma, nice taste, and what the world is seeking for, I think. And we have to start introducing that in Indonesia, in our homeland, so that people can taste it. And from that, a friend like Peter can actually then bring it to the world, right?
Okay. Promoting, right?
Yeah, so to me, now this is from the professional mission. I bring it to a small container, SMEs, small medium enterprise, to be more agile rather than a big corporation, more agile to serve the market, and approach the farmers. So what we did is also we empower farmers. We teach them how to produce this best tea out of their gardens, and then we package it with my experience in marketing. I was exposed to how to package, how to branding, and all these regulation compliance to HACCP, halal, and those things, right? And that's all has to comply so that these products, they are ready for servicing the Indonesian premium consumers who are ready for this kind of foods, and also to the world. I think that's it.
I think Indonesia gonna be moving from developing country to developed country, Mr. Rakesh, if everyone in business thinking the way like Bu Iriana think, right? But Bu Iriana, I would like to ask you very straight and frankly question, Bu ya. Sometimes our personal reason or idealism is not working together or hand by hand with the cuan, Pak. Cuan is actually money and ching ching bling bling, right? Because my question is, why tea, Bu Iriana? Because people are crazy about coffee right now. Coffee are everywhere. So why did you prefer tea over the coffee? Don't you think it's more difficult, right, to creating new market than find the existing one?
Good question. Right. Okay. This is definitely more difficult than coffee. I was in 2013 in coffee business. It was easier, and it's very easy to go into the business that's already on the wave, right? But I choose to walk on the road less traveled. And this one will be big, because after coffee, people will turn into tea, and it's not just a common tea. It's not just a regular tea. Yes, of course, as a marketer, we did research before we entered this business. We found that amongst the Indonesian cafe goers, right, only 45% of them actually choose coffee as their first drink.
I see.
Around 35% of them choose tea as their first drink. So not everyone actually choose coffee for the first drink, right? But people stay in the cafe for at least 2 hours.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
At the most is 4 hours, because they have meetings, include lunch, having socialization with the friends. So 4 hours. So coffee, the first coffee lasts for only 15 minutes, right? you finish the coffee for 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But then, what would be the next drink?
Yeah.
What would be the next consumption? And 80% of my respondents, and it was huge research, yes, 80% of the respondents choose tea. So actually, tea market in the cafe is much bigger than coffee.
All right, all right.
Yes. So I think to start with, this is very difficult. We have to educate people. So what we do is we educate all the cafe operators, invite them to our facility to educate them how about tea itself and how to brew the tea. And the tea we present is just not pure tea. The tea we present as a cup, a story in a cup. So we bring other Indonesian products, other Indonesian commodities, natural one, into our tea. So now the tea comes with the new meanings, with the trend of the wellness, health and wellness. Right. Now people start to see tea very differently than before.
Right.
I think that's what.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Thank you, Bu Iriana.
Thank you.
Bu Iriana, I think some people said that seeing is believing, yeah, Mr. Peter. But I think some also said that testing is believing. So we better to test maybe the coffee.
Sure,
if you don't
the
mind,
tea.
of course, the tea, yeah?
Yes, okay.
The tea. I do believe that our guest here, Mr. Peter, is actually the one who cannot convince easily, yeah? So he did approve.
I can already smell it. It smells
This
beautiful.
is
All right,
this
all right,
this
all right.
is the silver needle. This is yes. This is the tip of the tea, and this is combined with rose, blue pea, and lavender and osmanthus. We call it jeda. Jeda means pause. Right, and this tea actually work as the for the relaxation.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need that, because more stress here in Jakarta, but
indeed.
I think I better answer my questions first before I drink this.
Yeah. I think maybe you can taste it first, yeah, Mr. Peter. Yeah.
It smells beautiful.
Yeah. Mungkin Pak Peter dulu nih, Bu Yana nih. Wow.
Yeah.
Ini disajikan langsung oleh yang punya ya, Pak.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright.
Of course, to our moderator.
Wow, thank you, Bu Diana. Langsung ya, Bu ya.
Yeah.
Mint ya, minty, right?
How is it?
Lovely, lovely.
Wow.
Very delicate, lovely aroma.
Yes.
We'll give that a 10 out of 10, shall we?
This is the first brew, so you can brew twice. Yeah.
But you're quite right. People linger over tea in a way that the coffee comes and goes. But you fill the teapot, you linger. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Bu Iriana, is it okay if I stop here first and then I go to our handsome speakers? Yes, because I saw
Rakesh has already spoken.
So Pete, actually, I saw your flyer actually, yeah. And then when I saw you, you look more handsome and younger, I think.
I think we should stop right here. This is going very well. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Pete. You are actually the project director of ANSLIC, and then I do believe many people out there, because also the online participant is almost more than 100 participants right now, is maybe they are curious about ANSLIC. So do you mind telling us more about the ANSLIC?
For sure, I'd be happy to. NSLIC, it stands for National Support for Local Investment Climate. It's a cooperation between the Government of Canada, the Government of Indonesia. Our principal partner is Bappenas, is a central planning agency with Indonesia. But we also work with Kemendesa, Kemendagri, Kemenko, with the coordinating economic ministries, with the Ministry of Small Villages, Disadvantaged Areas, and Home Affairs. Our mission really is to try and raise the incomes of poor women and men throughout targeted areas of Indonesia. Our two principal partners provincially are Gorontalo in Sulawesi and Sulawesi Tenggara, Southeast Sulawesi. We work with 5 pemerintah daerah, 5 kota and kabupaten in each,
local government,
and the provinces. And there again, we're working to raise incomes, to look at investment, to look at the skills and human resource capacity within government and in the private sector as well. And we have what we call responsive innovation fund. We had a 1 billion rupiah, 1 miliar rupiah, for 18 separate responsive innovation pilot projects across Indonesia, from Sumatra to Manokwari. And in those areas, we looked at, again, building capacity, at human resource skills, at product development, again, all geared to livelihoods and income. So we've worked, I think our link here, we've been very honored to have a chance to work with Sarinah in the launching of the trading house, because we work with actually over 4,000 micro and small manufacturing enterprises we've been going 6 years now, this is our last year. And a lot of those, of course, are women run, over 40% are women managed or women run. And so we've been dealing with them often in very modest products, and cocoa, coconut, corn chips, items like that, and trying to help them with quantity, with quality, with branding, with marketing. And again, helping them decide whether it's a domestic market they're targeting or the international market. So that's where we see Sarinah as being an incredible opportunity. And I think we're honored as well. We have 3 products that have been curated by Sarinah that are being showcased here. And I have to make sure I get them correct.
You got a list, eh?
Yes, we have woven weaving from Pandeglang in Banten, and also from Buleleng in Bali. And then we have pepper from Belitung. And we have coffee from Ijen, from Jawa Timur. And it's also actually from parts of Bali as well, and Banyuwangi. So these are 3 products of the many that we've helped the SMEs develop and strengthen that have been curated and selected to be showcased here. So we see that as an incredible opportunity, and we give thanks to Sarinah Trading House for curating and trying to raise the profile and the market opportunities for Indonesian products. And again, our interest is raising incomes, particularly with poor women and men. So for us, it's a great collaboration. So thank you, yes, for the opportunity. And Bu Ariana, I'm impressed by the tea. It's quite, and having met Parakesh.
That's the bonus actually.
Yeah.
That's the bonus actually.
I think it's great. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, now everyone is know about Enslick. Yeah, I think Enslick has a very noble idea, and you and your program would like to raising the bar. Maybe I can say like that. Yeah, raising the bar of small medium enterprise, or raising the income. And then I'm quite surprised that actually you already collaborating with many ministry and also local government. Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
But I do believe behind every goodwill, Mr. Rakesh, there is an obstacle actually.
Okay.
So once again, what is your brief opinion and conclusion about small medium enterprise in Indonesia, and then what are the main challenges so far in the last 6 years?
I think that's a very good question, because part of our mandate is to again try to improve the investment climate. So that means looking at local governments, the kind of regulations that they impose, the kind of restrictions that exist for getting licenses, permits, and actually operating businesses, and also the synchronization between national level regulation and local level. Often, as you know, in Indonesia, many directives come out from the national level and have to be interpreted and implemented locally. So our job is to almost act as intermediary to help with training and capacity building at the local level, say, here's what it means when we talk about electronic procurement, or simplifying the ease of doing business. What does that mean with your PTSP, your Pelayanan Tepat Satu Pintu, your one-stop, service? So we help with those kind of things. We bring in trainings, we bring in methodologies with Indonesian consultants to say, let's make this accessible to local governments and to the populations that live here. So, and again, targeting women, so women can get the permits, can start the businesses, can get support from PEMDA with the various dinas or departments. So that's part of what we do with great support from the national and local level.
All right. So there is a regulation, that you are actually highlight between the local and also the central government, to synchronize.
Very many. There's a mandate from the national level on interregional cooperation for Pemerintah Daerah to work together. We help to interpret that and develop linkages, whether it's trading jagung, or whether it's sapi potong, whether it's beef cattle trade, whether it's just looking at simplifying regulations so different provinces can talk to each other. So. But again, we're the guest of the government of Indonesia. Canada has many years of collaboration with Indonesia, so we make sure that we are, in sync with the national level and trying to help with the program that Indonesia wants to, implement.
So I'm quite surprised that actually you already know about Buleleng and many places in Indonesia,
I'm very lucky,
right?
especially
very lucky, right?
Because Sulawesi.
Indonesia is actually the archipelagic country.
It is.
Do you see the significant differences between small medium enterprise in Java Island especially, or in big city in Indonesia, comparing to those in another island in Indonesia? Because I think this question is very important. I ask you, Pete, because you know that actually the resources are located mostly outside Java, but the market remain in Java Island.
Yes.
Do you have any comment on that?
I think that's, again, another very good question. I was in Nusa Penida about 2 weeks ago in Bali. And again, I mean, they have a challenge. Bali itself is quite well positioned, of course, very, Turkanal, very famous, right? Nusa Penida is off to the side. They find even transportation costs to the main island of Bali and 3 hours to get to Denpasar can offset some of, the cost savings that come from their production. So they face a problem with transportation, also with quality and product management. So we do find the more remote areas, even somewhere on the edge of Bali, can have challenges with knowing how to take the product, how to develop it in a way that is marketable, and again, who to target. If they upgrade the packaging, then they find they're aiming at bules or foreigners. They find that perhaps it's not the product they want to buy, but the packaging is great. And then if they just do the simple packaging, then they need to go to, say, Indomaret and not to the ole shops in Denpasar, because the tourists maybe will not buy that. So we help with that, trying to assess what's the value of the product, how much do you want to spend on marketing, promotion, packaging. And again, I mean, the tea is a perfect example. You know you have a high quality product. You can aim for that segment of the market. I was mentioning to Ariana, I go back to Canada on Saturday for a few weeks, and my daughter was requesting a particular tea, very high-end company, not from Indonesia, very pricey. So I thought I'm very pleased to see an Indonesian product that I can bring back next time.
Wow.
But yes, certainly there's challenges with being more remote, with getting that product to market. We see that with pepper, with coffee, with corn, with many things.
I think the way you answer the question is you already become Indonesian, I think.
I'm a wannabe.
All right. So NSLIC has been running for 6 years, right?
Yes.
So while the program is for 7 years. So what is the focus for this year, sir?
This year is really the exit strategies. There are many things that we feel we've accomplished with our partners.
Yes.
It's making sure that those learnings are institutionalized by Pemerintah Daerah, by the Kabupaten and Kota, by the national ministries, and again to give a leg up, a last kind of bit of support to our SME partners, our women's groups, and our small NGOs, our petani, the farmers that we deal with, to say what more can we do with you before we go to help you, so you are more able to stand on your own and to take the next step when we're gone. So, because we're not about dependency, we're about trying to ensure independence, but just coming in where there's some gaps and groups are having a difficult time. So if we can help achieve that, we're very happy.
All right.
That would be success for us.
Okay, this is going to be my last question.
Okay, I'm ready.
So you're ready, because actually we are invited by Sarinah.
Yes.
So my question is, Sarinah Trading House will be launching in near futures, if I'm not mistaken, on April. What are your suggestions so this trading house can be really effective and useful for many small, medium enterprise in Indonesia? Maybe one of them also watching us right now.
Well, I think to date we're very impressed. I mean, the first role we see is Sarinah curating products from MSMEs, and I think for that's very interesting to us, because we again work with so many groups, and we've had to make clear that not every product you develop, not every corn product or cocoa product can be brought to this level. So it gives us something to aim for, and it helps us work with our groups and say these are the kind of requirements we need, whether it's certification or health standards or certain packaging and consistency. So the curation is a wonderful thing. And I think the fact that Sarinah is opening Indonesia to the world is a window on the world for Indonesia. It's again a great channeling. It's a great opportunity for these SMEs to come here and say, okay, this is a way for us to get out there, get our name known, and to start to market our products. So I think Sarinah has, it's also a hub for sharing knowledge and information among MSMEs, so they can see what works, what doesn't, and where the demand is internationally.
Yes.
So I think Sarinah has its work cut out for it. It's very ambitious, but I think it's going to be very successful. So, and selamat success. We wish it great success in the new venture.
All right, I think that's a very concrete one, Mr. Rakesh. Hopefully we can realize it. Yeah, I do believe that two heads are better than one head, right? If we are collaborating, and everything will be perfect.
That's
okay,
the hope.
Peter. I think all the answer is really perfect. But right now we need to take a look the video first. They are beautiful video, and then we take a look the video, please.
Thank you, Pam.
Okay, we are back ya. Now there is a question, Mr. Rakesh, actually, because there are many participants in Zoom and also YouTube or something.
Sure.
There is a question for me. This is a very interesting one. He said that Sarinah Trading House is of course focused on B2B because the name is Trading House. We barely see new thing or changes in B2B. It's relatively stable, less dynamic, right? And also comparing to B2C. And he think that it's fair to say that many businessmen in Indonesia still using old school way, okay, to doing the business or to do the export or import. So what Sarinah Trading House can offer as a unique value to many businessmen out there that haven't collaborated with the Sarinah? That's the question.
Thank you, Pak Ari. So let me a little bit explain about our trading house. So our trading house in Sarinah is really focused to bring about various SMEs to display the products here. And of course, besides displaying the products, we have various activities to engage them with the customers. So of course, now that we have our mall, our shopping mall open, and you saw down, Pak Ari, that there's so much of crowd at our specialty store or at our department store. We call it as a specialty store. We would certainly be, having a lot of inquiries for buyers on B2B basis, and this is the place for them to come to inquire, to engage. So what are we offering basically? You see, for our business partners, our SMEs, like Bu Iriana's products are there in our trading house. Of course, we don't end there, We really need the collaboration of Sarinah together with business founders like Bu Iriana to give market insights to customers who would be coming here, to explain to them, what's the inspiration behind the artisan silati, for example. What makes it different from the rest. So there is a lot of that process of engaging with buyers eventually, Of course, due to COVID, people are not traveling, they're not attending trade shows, expos, but I think we are coming to a stage where borders are opening, people are starting to travel. So I'm sure, and of course, with our other stakeholders, from Kementerian Luar Negeri, with all our KBRI, our KJRI, or Atas Perdagangan, we really wish that they can recommend to their guests coming from various markets to make Sarinah as a must-visit iconic place in Jakarta. And once when they come, they see everything. They see the specialty store. They see how we are a community mall. They see trading house. They see our duty free. So it's a holistic shopping experience.
Okay.
Now, what is very important for us is to make the trading house active. So as I said that we need to conduct events here, and what's important for Sarinah is also that we would also be assisting companies like Bu Iriana's company to find them market. We were discussing earlier before this talk show that sorry if I can capture a little bit, Bu Iriana, that the products are very well displayed and even exported now to Turkey. And I think we need to work together, Bu, to even find other markets.
Sure.
And that's the role of Sarinah Trading House, to be able to find more markets, to be able to identify where the demand is, and to be able to fulfill the demand with the right supply. So I have the supplier, I have Peter as our business partner to be able to open, to get more and more supply, because as he said that he works with the Kabupaten, he works with Kementerian Desa and so on and so forth. So we have source, right? Now Sarinah Trading House has to find the sell out or the channeling out of the product. So we have to find market. That's very, very important. So of course we cannot work by ourselves. We need various stakeholders, to make them aware that the trading house is going to be a representative. Our trading house is not a very big space. It's about, give or take, about 600 square meters. But we are happy that we are showcasing, featuring, our well-curated products. And this is going to be an ongoing process, Pak. So we would be having thematic events, based on, like for example, we are opening in April, and our first event is going to be focusing on halal-based products.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's halal cosmetics, it's
Okay.
food, I mean, what's the concept of halal all about, So then after that, after 2 or 3 months, then we have a different concept. So you would be having a lot of people coming, onboarding our suppliers, and then Sarinah's role is to, of course, find market, as I said. The other important role is financing, Pak Ari. So Sarinah is also able to finance our suppliers, because we understand that supply is one important element, but financing is a very critical one as well to keep the sustainability going on, Pak. So yeah, we are there to finance our SMEs for orders that go through Sarinah. So Bu Sila, Bu Riana, your next orders go through Sarinah, Bu. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Okay, so Sarinah as an implementer, Sarinah as an executor also, and financer, yeah. So everything is already there, Pak, as an ecosystem, right?
Yes, yes.
So not only market but also finance. That's the most important thing. But Pak Rakes, we need also to confirm, Pak, because Bu Iriana here is a seller, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because right now people cannot believe when seller says something, right? But they need to ask the tenants, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Bu Iriana, my question is once again is why, Bu? The previous one is YT, but this one is why Silati choose Sarinah over another or many other offline trading house, or maybe online e-commerce platform. Why you choose Sarinah, and you are I think you are very convinced by Sarinah. Please tell me more about that.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, it's we feel very honored that Sarinah considered us amongst many tea brands. Yes. I think Sila should be within the Sarinah product family. Why? Because Sarinah promotes Indonesian products, and Sila is very much Indonesian tea. So we deliberately say that we don't include other tea than Indonesian tea. But yes, for flowers that Indonesia doesn't grow, then we import because of the international demand of it, right? And we want tea to tell story about the other thing as well in the cup of tea. So for us to be within the Sarinah ecosystem is a must, because this is Indonesia, and if Sarinah goes to the world promoting Indonesia, Sila would be one of the products that tells Indonesia the beauty of the land, of the forest, of the air, of the water of Indonesia. I think that's the answer.
Okay. So Bu Irana, there will be one more question. Maybe this also could be your also closing statement. I do believe that you visited many countries before. Maybe you can compare, because life is about comparison, right, Mr. Rakes? If you compare Sarinah trading house with maybe many places trading house around the world, Bu, can you see the differences between Sarinah and trading house from another country? If also you would like to add about the hope or wishes about Sarinah, you can also say for that.
Thank
Please,
you.
Time is yours.
Thank you. I think what is very uniquely Sarinah, first, this is to me as a SME, this is the manifestation of the state of the country, of the negara, a presence or existence to take care of us, the SMEs. Amongst the SMEs who really, strive and go extra mile to make the products the best, the premium products of Indonesia, who can tell this is Indonesia. The Indonesia is premium, Indonesia quality, like that. So, to my opinion, Sarinah is the implementation of the state presence in taking care of us. Secondly, I think what is different is that Sarinah focusing on trading premium products. It's a guarantee of quality, right?
All right.
There are many trading house, the trading house that, take from the farmers, take whatever the farmer sells, and of course they can sell somewhere else, and there are markets for that, right? But Sarinah chose strategically, I think, to just market premium quality specialty products. I think that is in line with when the first president, Bung Karno, developed Sarinah. I read what he wrote downstairs, right? That Sarinah should tell about the premiumness of Indonesia, right? So that our farmer and the rakyat, they can tell what is the price, so that we don't sell Indonesia cheaply.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
I think that's what is unique about Sarinah, and what I really appreciate. And to the new management, job well done. I'm fascinated with whatever the new form of Sarinah. When I first entered this, like, wow, this is very different. And the specialty store downstairs is very well designed, very well crafted. You see all the premium and high quality and high taste, of Indonesia is being displayed, and that brings out the love, that brings out the sense of belonging, right, to the beauty, to the beautiful Indonesia.
Wow. So I can conclude that Sarinah has their own class, comparing the others.
Yes.
All right, Bu Riana, thank you for your closing statement.
Thank you.
I also give a turn to Mr. Rakesh. So everyone is hating the digitalization. Okay, everyone talk about digital, and I heard that Sarinah is also going that way. On the third week of April, they will be launching a website directory, sarinah-global.com. Can you tell us more about this, Mr. Rakesh? And also, this is going to be your closing statement also.
Sure, thank you, Pak Ari. So, the digital aspect that we are going to implement is basically to provide information of the various products that we have displayed in our trading house. So it's through the QR code that you can just click upon, and you can learn so much about the products. We are implementing a very high standard of not, having a lot of properties around the trading house, banners or even any marketing collaterals, which could be sometimes a little bit disturbing. So we want to go towards the digitalization, so people can. There would be a QR code beside every product that you could click, and then it would link you to the page, to the site, and it would give you a lot of information about the product. That is how we are concentrating our digital aspect of it. And as you said, it's our closing statement, Pak Ari, Bu Riana. I would also like to emphasize the fact that very well said, Bu, that Sarinah was born, to emphasize the greatness of the nation. And the greatness of the nation come in, one is the people. When you have fantastic people, you can do wonders. And when you have a fantastic, as we say, when you have a great team, you can do everything. And Bu Riana mentioned about the country, about so much richness that we have. So our trading house is exactly focusing on that aspect. Bu Riana and Pak Ari, it's exactly focusing on bringing up, escalating up our SMEs, which are, at least they have all the or some of the standards to go into the international market, such as certification, health standards, packaging qualifications. They have the aesthetics, of how the product should be displayed. They should be also strong in the local market, because when we take a product for export, it's not like taking a commodity, Pak Ari, when it's a product, it has a uniform. When I say a uniform, it has the brand, it has and the brand is the face of the product. I always, because I teach as well, so I always say that a product is like a uniform. It comes, with a whole way of how it is dressed up from the lid, or from the opening lid, until you see all the the writings and everything. So we in our trading house, we pay attention to those details, but and we would also be educating our SMEs and giving them market insight. For example, if you are going to export to this market, this is what you need to have. Sometimes people say that it's very hard to export into a particular market. Perhaps it could be the tariffs.
Yes.
So it's a process of educating, but at the same time, our mission is that we have to export. So we at Sarinah, as part of our transformation, our transformation also focuses on the human capital transformation. Where we are continuously instilling talent, building their level of negotiation skills, so that we are able to uplift how we market ourselves, and that will ultimately benefit our business partners, because we'll be able to find the markets.
Right.
So I think we invite suppliers to be part of our trading house. There is a process that of course I understand everyone which is in Zoom today or through other means of communication can always reach out to Sarinah Trading House. We will tell you how to be part of it.
Okay.
And together, let's create more of activities, and with all stakeholders, whether it's Peter from Enslick, we did a very good program for promoting his SMEs focusing on coffee, and then in May it would be a different event, and then we have fantastic suppliers, who have been abroad, and who have been, I read the CV of Miriana as well, and having worked in various roles, you know how to really craft your product so well. So that's all about Sarinah Trading House. I would always say my trading house or our trading house into two words. One is exposure. Yes, we are focusing to bring Indonesian premium products to the world. But the second word is mission. So there's exposure and there is mission, and the mission is to help you all our brands to go global. It doesn't happen directly, Ari and Bu Iriana. It's a process, but we have started the process through this transformation. I think that would be what I would like to convey, Pak Ari, Bu Iriana.
Wow, very crystal clear, Mr. Rakesh. I think the very bold point is we must go export, Pak. Because business is about execution, Pak, not only talking. So please come to Sarinah. Let's join the Sarinah, Alright. Sebelum kita tutup diskusi yang menarik ini, apa kamu sudah unduh aplikasi Brimo? Aplikasi keuangan digital BRI berbasis data internet ini memberikan kemudahan bagi nasabah maupun non-nasabah BRI untuk bertransaksi dengan user interface dan juga user experience terbaru, fitur-fitur menarik seperti berikut. Kamu bisa buka rekening BRI dengan mudah dan aman tanpa harus antri di bank. Transaksi penukaran mata uang asing melalui Brimo tentu saja bisa, Mau kirim uang lintas negara, sudah ada fiturnya dengan mata uang dolar Amerika, dolar Singapura, Baht, dolar Hong Kong, dolar Australia, Euro, pound sterling, dan lainnya. Dengan fitur personal financial management, kamu dengan mudah dan aman dapat mengontrol transaksi keuangan kamu. Kamu juga bisa melakukan pembelian pembayaran di merchant yang sudah terimplementasi kris. Jangan lupa bawa kartu, kamu masih bisa mengambil uang di ATM dengan aplikasi Brimo, Jadi top up dompet digital, bayar tagihan, beli pulsa, cukup pakai Brimo. Dengan segala kelebihan yang dimiliki aplikasi Brimo, layanan BRI dapat dilakukan kapan saja, di mana saja dengan mudah dan aman, gitu Bu Riana. Brimo mobile banking yang pas buat kamu. Download Brimo sekarang dan harus pantau terus akun media sosial Sarinah Jakarta Content Week @jakten JAKTENT untuk update mengenai Jakten. Okay, alright, I'm back again in English, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sarinah Trading House, I would like to say thank you and big appreciation to all speakers, participant, company representative, buyer, distinguished strategic partner, media, and also guests. We indeed very grateful for all strong support to our tagline, Sarinah, the Windows of Indonesia, to be the catalyst in empowering Indonesian exporter and small medium enterprise in the global supply chains. Finally, I would like to thank all our partner here for your support and encouragement. I wish you all continue good health and success. We look forward to continue working with you all in expanding promotion on Indonesian product. Thank you. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Menurut saya, brand lokal merupakan tanggung jawab semua pihak.
Saat ini banyak banget brand lokal yang keren-keren. Komunitas kreatif dan tempat-tempat kreatif juga terus berkembang.
Belakangan ini gerakan dari brand lokal menunjukkan atau menghadirkan brand yang sangat positif pada kecintaan dan kebanggaan terhadap penggunaan produk-produk dalam negeri.
Nama saya David Trianto, salah satu pengurus dari JCCF. Selama beberapa tahun kebelakang, dalam peran saya sebagai kurator untuk berbagai acara konferensi kreatif di Indonesia, saya melihat ledakan yang luar biasa dari antusiasme anak muda dalam membuat brand-brand lokal.
Saya Tati Apriliana, pegiat dan pengembang jenama lokal. Sarinah adalah nama pengasuh Bapak bangsa kita Bung Karno.
Sejak awal didirikannya di tahun 62 oleh Bung Karno, Sarinah telah dijadikan sebagai sarana dan wadah bagi produk lokal di Indonesia.
Dan dia akan menjadi semacam game changer bagi semua pelaku-pelaku kreatif lokal, para pelaku kultural lokal, para pelaku brand-brand lokal keren yang akan menjadi pendorong utama dari ekonomi retail Nusantara.
Halo, saya Vicky Satari, Dewan Pengawas dari Jakarta Creative City Forum.
Swastiastu, yang Komang Wahyudi dari Bali. Saya seorang creative trainer dan founder dari Walen Co bersama ICCN dan JCCF.
Halo, saya Laura Bangun Prinsu. Saya juga pelaku ekonomi kreatif di subsektor penerbitan. Saya menyambut baik hadirnya wajah baru Sarinah yang mengedepankan dan membantu memajukan lokal-lokal brand di Indonesia.
Dan semoga juga Sarinah bisa menjadi etalase bagi wajah dan representasi produk lokal di mata dunia.
Saya Aldi, Deputi Bidang Regulasi dan Kebijakan Jakarta Creative City Forum atau JCCF. Harapan saya, Sarinah bisa menjadi showcase untuk lokal brand Indonesia, para lokal heroes Indonesia untuk menunjukkan kualitas dan kapabilitas mereka.
Semoga kerjasama Sarinah dengan Jakarta Creative City Forum atau JCCF bisa menjadi inisiasi awal dari terciptanya platform yang berkelanjutan.
Saya Dipas Tepu sebagai pengurus pemasaran dan komunikasi publik di JCCF. Semoga melalui Sarinah dan Jakarta Creative City Forum lebih banyak lagi lokal brand Indonesia dan mendapat kepercayaan sebagai brand yang berkualitas dan itu buatan Indonesia.
Saya Raditya Susilo, founding partner dari PT Arab Saina International dan juga wakil direktur inkubator bisnis dari Jakarta Creative City Forum. Saya sangat bersemangat dengan misi Sarinah untuk menjadi etalase prominent bagi logo brand kebanggaan kita semua.
Halo, nama saya Leonardo Sabrata. Saya sekarang sedang menjabat menjadi Direktur Utama Smes Indonesia dan juga Komisaris di Sarinah. Tentunya saya punya harapan yang besar ya terhadap peran Sarinah dan juga untuk memajukan local brands di Indonesia.
Saya menyambut baik kerjasama antara JCCF dan Sarinah dalam brand local movement. Mudah-mudahan hal ini bisa menggairahkan industri kreatif sekaligus membuat kita lebih berdaya dan karakter Indonesia.
Saya berharap bisa JCCF dan Sarinah dapat kolaborasi sangat erat ke depannya. Hanya umur kolaborasi, bagi negeri kami berkolaborasi.
Sarinah bareng keluarga. Banyak produk lokal yang juara. Yuk langsung aja datang belanja, dukung UMKM biar makin merajin.
Sampai ke ujung batasnya,
gagasan pendirian Sarinah dicetuskan pada tahun 1962, Bung Karno ingin banyak membuat mercusuar kebangkitan bangsa Indonesia. Sarinah adalah bentuk perwujudan dari kebangkitan ekonomi kerakyatan menuju modernisasi dan internasionalisme. Nama Sarinah diambil dari pengasuh Soekarno pada masa kecil. Sarinah selalu mengingatkan Karno kecil untuk menghormati dan menyayangi semua orang. Pembangunan gedung Sarinah selesai pada tahun 1966. Sarinah menjelma menjadi sebuah department store atau retail termodern di Asia Tenggara dan gedung pencakar langit tertinggi di Indonesia. Pada era ini, mulailah kegiatan perdagangan usaha rakyat dan produk khas Indonesia mendapatkan panggung dan etalase produk khas Nusantara yang unggul, dan Sarinah menjadi destinasi kunjungan wisatawan dalam dan luar negeri. Dari masa ke masa, Sarinah menjadi saksi dari perkembangan Indonesia. Sarinah melihat bagaimana masyarakat bertumbuh dan beradaptasi melalui segala tantangan yang hadir. Sarinah terus menjadi sentra aktivitas bagi masyarakat untuk memasarkan inovasi dan produk dalam negeri di jantung ibu kota. Visi ini akan diraih dengan cara antara lain mengkurasi produk yang akan dipamerkan dan dijual di Sarinah, memberi kesempatan seluas-luasnya kepada pelaku UMKM perempuan, mengembangkan ekosistem digital, menggalakkan ekspor dan membuka toko bebas bea di Sarinah Tamrin, beberapa bandara internasional di Indonesia dan kota-kota besar pilihan di dunia, melalui kerjasama dengan Dufry, perusahaan duty free ternama dunia yang bermarkas di Swiss. Sarinah yang kini mengadopsi slogan Panggung Karya Indonesia akan fokus pada pemberian kesempatan untuk kreasi unggulan Nusantara dan menuntun mereka untuk naik kelas sehingga mampu bersaing di pasar global. Pada akhirnya, Sarinah disiapkan sebagai pusat produk ikonik Indonesia dan menjadi penggawa nation brand. Lokasi Sarinah sangat strategis di jantung ibu kota, dikelilingi oleh gedung-gedung pemerintahan, perkantoran, tempat hiburan elit, serta didukung infrastruktur transportasi umum yang memudahkan masyarakat untuk mengakses lokasi Sarinah. Dengan pertumbuhan kota Jakarta, Sarinah menjadi pusat pengembangan kota yang dikenal dengan transit-oriented development. Transformasi Sarinah adalah sebuah momen yang dinantikan masyarakat Indonesia. Sebuah pusat perbelanjaan yang didesain untuk memberikan ruang bagi produk dalam negeri yang telah dikurasi. Pemugaran gedungnya tetap menjaga kelestarian aspek cagar budayanya, namun interior, fasilitas, dan pengalaman berbelanja akan disesuaikan dengan perilaku konsumen masa kini dan masa depan. Sarinah diharapkan menjadi destinasi wajib kunjung bagi wisatawan dalam dan luar negeri. Ruang rumah Sarinah terbagi menjadi 8 buah segmen lantai. Masing-masing ruang tersebut kami beri nama antara lain Pasar Nusantara, Pusaka, Untayan, Kreasi, Hayat, House of Sarinah, Cakrawala, dan Tanah Nusa. Pasar Nusantara terletak di lantai basement. Di area ini terdapat retail dan kuliner berbasis warisan Indonesia dengan sentuhan modern. Sarinah menjadi tempat melting pot untuk segala kuliner Indonesia, jajanan pasar, kitchenware khas Indonesia, pusat oleh-oleh, dan juga swalayan dengan sentuhan lokal. Pusaka yang terletak di lantai dasar akan menjadi titik penyambutan para pengunjung Sarinah yang didesain untuk menjadi portal warisan busana dan gaya hidup Indonesia. Menampilkan window display yang dibuat seniman instalasi Indonesia, memberikan edukasi mengenai berbagai pakaian tradisional seperti kebaya, batik, perhiasan tradisional, dan menjadi wadah kebanggaan heritage Nusantara. Untayan hadir di lantai 1 konsep baru Sarinah. Di lantai ini, para pengunjung dapat menemukan curated brands Indonesia, mulai dari busana hingga destinasi kuliner yang terjangkau. Suguhan tenan Indonesian Heritage yang affordable, cross kategori, retail area diutamakan untuk busana perempuan dan laki-laki, dengan tenan F&B yang merupakan bisnis restoran lokal yang menyajikan sajian kuliner Nusantara. Kami juga mendorong produsen lokal kontemporer untuk memiliki showcase di gedung Sarinah Tamrin. Kreasi yang terletak di lantai 2 adalah area yang didedikasikan untuk tenan lokal kontemporer yang affordable cross kategori. Tenan yang dipilih merupakan tenan yang memiliki kreativitas, cita rasa autentik dan inovatif. kualitas produk tidak kalah dengan brand-brand internasional. Hayat yang terletak di lantai 3 merupakan retail area yang difokuskan untuk homeware dan home decor serta art and craft. Outdoor area akan digunakan sebagai open air dining and bar serta event space untuk kegiatan musik, teater, film, dan berbagai kegiatan lainnya. Di lantai 4 kita dapat menemukan House of Sarinah, lantai khusus duty free yang akan dikerjasamakan dengan Dufri. Cakrawala di lantai 5 akan menjadi panggung showcase dari produsen lokal kontemporer kreatif dan inovatif dengan harga terjangkau dan silang kategori. Tenan yang dipilih merupakan tenan kualitas produk tidak kalah dengan brand-brand internasional. Cakrawala menjadi sentra pertemuan dengan mitra internasional dan UMKM. Sarinah adalah sentra kultural dan panggung yang akan mengkurasi performa terbaik dari portofolio kultur Indonesia. Tanah Nusa yang berada di lantai 6 didedikasikan untuk pengunjung lokal dan mancanegara dengan menampilkan icon heritage and cultural experience, seni, budaya, dan serta wadah pengembangan UMKM. Tidak hanya hadir sebagai pusat perbelanjaan, Sarinah juga memberikan ruang bagi masyarakat untuk berkarya, berjejaring, dan berkolaborasi. Melalui konsep community mall, Sarinah memberikan ruang publik yang memiliki elemen historical, urban linkages, urban forest, serta urban living. Kami ingin mengajak Anda untuk menjadi bagian dari semangat baru Sarinah. Semangat yang diwariskan oleh para pendiri bangsa untuk bisa menjadikan Indonesia menjadi salah satu sentral ekonomi dunia. Bersama, mari kita tunjukkan kekayaan karya Nusantara kepada dunia. Sarinah, panggung karya Indonesia.